All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rodney Wilson. Hopefully, you're all pumped up by the intro and the music. I'm just going to be your host for today. Just a little bit about me, my background. I am in the software field, currently working for a large tech company here in Durham, North Carolina. I'm very, very excited about the business here and the products that's going to be shared with you at this Friday night hangout, and also the information about the system as well. So we have a power pack lineup for you tonight. Like it's just going to be awesome. All of the speakers are going to be so great. They don't really need introductions, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. So with that, I don't really want to take up too much time because of the lineup and the amount of information we have for you this evening. So first things first, since this is a Friday night hangout, we want to get started with our products. And we have none other than, like I said, she needs no introduction. Well knowledgeable about products, well knowledgeable about the business, have teams all across the nation and even internationally. And she's just going to go through some of the recent product launches, like really, really good stuff that you need to know about, right? So we have Nadia Persaud that's out of Stockbridge, Georgia, coming at us with products, and I'm very, very excited to hear from her and what she's going to talk about. So with that, I'm talking too much. I'm going to pass it over to her. Over to you, Nadia.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone, to Friday Night Hangout. And I know I'm excited to be able to present tonight with these amazing products. So before I talk about the line that I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight, in today's world, like the sleep and stress solution is something that is very, very valid today with people, doing in their jobs and commuting and working and social media and all the things that come at you and bombard you every single day. Stress is a very, very big thing. And a lot of companies today are recognizing, this stress as being a big thing. People actually, they have wellness programs that are available for people, with they call it mental illness, whatever the case might be, mood swings, any of that stuff. It's all considered, it's really the contribution or the contributing factor for all of this is stress, right? And getting enough and proper sleep is so, so important. So this story that we had read years ago with this billionaire in India, very, workout every day, couple times a day. He's fed, he eats well, and then he just died. One day they, went and saw that he was dead, and they were wondering what killed this guy. He's so healthy. What's going on with him? But turns out that he wasn't sleeping, right? So sleep is very, very important to us, and our whole mood swings and all of that stuff is extremely important in today's world that we live in, because everyone is busy. There's a lot. We wear a lot of different hats. We do a lot of different things. So being able to control that stress level and being able to calm your mind down, which is why with our 30-day reset program, they focus a lot on that, on calming your mind down, being able to get enough rest, proper rest, and things like that. So I'm going to share my screen. One quick second. Just let me know if you guys can you see the screen? Good.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this is the bundle that Amway have come up with. This first product we have is the Stress Relief Probiotic. And I'm going to talk a little bit about each one of these products: the chamomile tea, Sweet Dreams, the ashwagandha, and the sleeping mask. And I have all of these products here to actually show you. The sleep mask is unreal, let me tell you. So we'll talk a little bit about that. This is the product here. the probiotic, the ashwagandha, and then another one that we're going to talk about is the no filter, no filter, no filter. This one here is the collagen peptide, but we also have the gummies. So we're going to talk a little bit about that because everything here relates to the stress and keeping stress level down. Okay, so the entire bundle sells for $158.85. The retail cost is $176.50, and the PV obviously is $47.29 and $158.85. So let me explain this retail cost to you because a lot of things are being sold today online, and everything is range between 59, 60, $65 for all of different tablets, different things. I mean, people have a cure for everything today, right? You just look on social media or anything, really. You see these people have natural products because obviously people are looking for natural products. They're looking for ways of control, like I said, control stress without going on medication like Ritalin and all these different things that people use for anxiety and things like that, right? So people are looking more for natural ways to be able to take care of their situation without using medication. So this is where we come in. So the first product we're going to talk about here is our probiotic stress relief. And I also wanted, if anybody have feedback or anything that they wanted to add when I'm done talking, I would love to hear what your how you feel, or your customer or your clients who have used these products and what the feedback is on this, right? So the probiotic, it says it's a stress reliever, right? So this one here, which is the ashwagandha and the stress relief, you're probably thinking, what is the difference? They both seem like they do the same thing, right? But this one here relieves fatigue, right? Stress related fatigue, when you're tired, when your body just feels like, oh my God, I just need a pick me up. I just need to relax for a minute, right? That's what this product does. And this one here is for your balancing of your mood. Now, a lot of people have different ideas of like mood swings, where things go wrong, they fly off the hook, whatever the case might be. But these particular products, this one here, is for that. It is more for fatigue, and it helps you to keep your mental focus, and also again with your stress level, right? Um, that's what you want to keep your stress level down. And this is the amazing product here. Now, this is very this ashwagandha is very it's a product that I know a lot of Indians have grown up with using, and that's because of the different the properties that this particular product have, right? And I just wanted to talk a little bit about ours because um this particular product comes from the Neutralite Organics. So this has 890 milligram of ashwagandha, and then 220 milligram comes from the certified organic farm. It supports, like I said, occasional stress. It gives you restful sleep, and more important, it balances your mood, right? So this is this particular product. I know I use it every single day, and I don't know what it's like. What did we do without these products, right? And then we have our sleep dreams. Now I swear my family is addicted to this product. Our entire family, every single one of us, sleeps with sweet dreams, right? And the reason why I'm showing you a sample pack is because we just ran out of it, right? But every single one of us, this is the product that we sleep with. Let me tell you, even if you just get a couple of hours of sleep, 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep, and you didn't get your full night rest, you wake up feeling like you had a full night rest. This is why my daughters, they every single night they come, where's the sweet dreams? We don't have any sweet dreams. And I was like, and the thing about it, it's non-forming, you know, it doesn't have it doesn't have anything in it that makes you want to drink it because it's addicting or whatever the case might be. But they like it because it gives them that restful sleep that they need, you know. So that is this product right here. The other one is the chamomile tea. We don't have the chamomile, but I do have the ginger mint, which is also very good for digestion. But so let's talk about this product first. This one here is, they just came out with this, guys, a couple weeks ago. So I ordered it and we used this. Anya put it, you know, I have my daughter who's very, very into all of these skincare and skincare products and cosmetics and all that good stuff. But she said, Mom, you have to try this. So she tried it the night before. So she came and she just put it all over my face and she says, just go to sleep. Right. So it's like a jelly type of it feels very soft, smooth. But here are the properties that and what it does. It hydrates, it smooths your skin, it gives you even skin tone, it clears the texture and slowly slowly recedes something that's called it's called Sika. And now that particular product is very famous in Asia and Africa. What is that, right? It is a leafy green herb that is, like I said, it's native to Asia and Africa. A lot of Korean skincare have these products in it because it has niacinamide, which is actually something that actually plumps the skin up, right? It gives hydration to your skin. The reason why wrinkle and all these things form on the skin as you get older is because your skin loses the elasticity, and so wrinkles are automatic. It's like an automatic thing. But what these products does, what this one does in particular, they give you the moisture back into your skin, so it's not dry. Hence you don't get any kind of wrinkles. When your skin is dry, obviously the first thing that would happen, it starts to get line, right? And what this does is it gives you that plump, you know, supple type of skin, where it doesn't, you know, you don't wake up feeling you know, again, tired, and you feel restful, but your skin looks amazing. So that this product I highly recommend. If you haven't tried it, try it. It is an amazing product. And then the last one, of course, is the chamomile tea. We all know that you know, when we can't sleep, you know, chamomile is something we, you know, every health food store will tell you, oh, get chamomile because it's actually good for and it helps you get rest, you know, get a good night rest. So what this one does, it doesn't just have chamomile, right? It has hibiscus, lavender, plus it has echinacea, catnip, and it also have all of these things I just talked about are grown on the organic farm, Nutrilite organic farm. So again, it's all of these products are amazing for mental health. If you're in the workplace and you know that people are suffering from, you know, stress and things like that is going on in their life. Now, people sometimes can be very personal. They don't talk about things, you know, that are personal. But, you know, these products, again, they will help you to get restful night sleep. But more important, because of all the properties that they have from Nutrilite and the Nutrilite Organics, it actually is very good for you, right? So it's not just like giving you medication or giving you tablets. If you did go to a doctor, that's the first thing they do is write your prescription, right? But these are natural ways of non-habit forming so that you can take them when you need it, right? And so that's it for my presentation, but I'm going to turn it over because I know Rodney has a video that he wants to share, and he'll go ahead and share that video with you guys. So. awesome. And I think he has one more video that this one is a little bit longer, but it's definitely worth listening to.
Hi everyone, I'm Kayla Hunt, one of the brand managers for Nutrilite, and today I'm here with Amit, an advisor for botanical innovation, and we're going to help give you a better understanding of Nutrilite Organics ashwagandha. Ashwagandha may be a new word for you, but did you know that this herb has been used for its rich, natural benefits for over 3,000 years? In traditional Ayurvedic medicine, ashwagandha is known as an adaptogenic herb that supports the body's healthy response to occasional stress. Our unique blend of 890 milligrams of ashwagandha not only supports a healthy response to occasional stress, it also supports a restful sleep at night and a balanced mood. Our amazing ashwagandha supplement truly embodies the Nutrilite difference, with 220 milligrams of ashwagandha root dehydrate grown on our very own certified organic farms. You and your customers can have peace of mind knowing that our plant-based ingredients are intentionally selected and traceable to our certified organic farms and partner farms, ensuring purity and quality. And if that wasn't special enough, it's also certified USDA organic, non-GMO project verified, vegetarian, gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. These are all key purchase drivers for your customers and huge differentiators versus our top competitors. See for yourself in our competitive comparison versus the market leader. Not only do we have over 200 milligrams more ashwagandha, but we have significantly superior third-party certifications with non-GMO project verified, USDA organic, and NSF certification. So, Amit, let's jump into a few questions about Nutrilite Organics ashwagandha. Can you help us understand more about what withanolides are?
Withanolides are the main beneficial plant compounds, or as we call them, phytonutrients in ashwagandha. Our ashwagandha extract is standardized to contain 34 milligrams of withanolides per capsule, which is equal to withanolides found in 7,000 milligrams of actual ashwagandha root. With these standardized herbal extracts, you can have confidence that you are getting the same amount of nutrients, the phytonutrients, that you care about most in each serving.
Amazing. Thank you so much for explaining. So, are there any studies that back up ashwagandha's effectiveness?
Great question, Kayla. And we are Nutrilite, okay? We believe supporting ancient wisdom with modern science. So, ashwagandha has been clinically studied and shown in clinical trials to support a healthy response to occasional stress, support body's natural resilience to occasional stressors, support a natural healthy response to occasional mental and physical stress, and help the body adapt to and cope with life's occasional stressful challenges.
Thank you so much. Now, I know that this product can also support cross-selling with Nutrilite Stress Relief Probiotic. Can you tell us more?
Amazing question again, Kayla, because the point here is when we have two products, why are we choosing one or why should we choose both? The answer is they both work for the common goal, but they both work differently. Nutrilite Organics Ashwagandha supports body's natural resilience to occasional stressors, like I said before, and helps maintain a sense of well-being and promotes a balanced mood during times of occasional stress. Nutrilite Stress Relief Probiotic works naturally with your body to reduce occasional stress levels and helps manage feelings of physical fatigue in response to occasional stress.
Amit, thank you so much for your insights today. I know it's helped me, and I hope it's helped you wherever you're watching this. Keep in mind that occasional stress, restful sleep, and a balanced mood are top needs for your customers, and you have a fantastic solution to help support all of those needs with Nutrilite Organics Ashwagandha Supplement. Fueled by the power, purity, and potency of plants grown on our very own certified organic farms and partner farms. Wishing you all the best of luck, and remember, we're here to support you however we can. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome. So thank you, Rodney. And I will turn it back over to Rodney. If anyone actually have any testimony or anything that they would like to share, if you guys can just raise your hand and then we'll just get you up to
I'd
talk.
like to share something.
Go ahead.
Yes, the sleep gummies is like Nadia says, is a favorite of the family. So sometimes Milo's be acting up. I just slip him a little piece of it, and next thing you know, Milo's be snoring it up.
Yeah, we do
So-
give him tiny pieces.
Small piece. Mm.
But yeah, it is actually very good, and that's definitely one of our product that we can't get enough of in our home. So and again, this one here, the stress probiotic, it is another favorite of ours. For me anyway, I love to and with this combination, it's amazing what it does to you. You're you feel good, you feel great, you're not stressed out, you're not frazzled by any little thing. Your mood is just steady. So I like these products, this two in particular. So I don't know if does anybody have, go ahead, Kenneth.
Yeah, so just to prove that it's not a placebo effect, I got the special where you got the two ashwagandha and the stress probiotics. I got that, and I started to take it. I certainly did feel more restful and calm. But then, independently at work, two people asked me, how come you're so calm? Because we've been in some stressful situations there in the office, and they're like, how come you're so calm? How come you didn't react to that? I'm like, well, everything is good. Yeah, so that's my testimony.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyone else?
Thanks, Nadia. This was great. Thank you very much. My question is, I take sweet dreams, but now I've gravitated towards ashwagandha in the nights to get good sleep. So I don't take the sweet dreams as much. Is there, you don't take both of them together, right?
I take this in the morning, believe it or not.
Oh, you do take it in the morning.
I take it's actually recommended for you to take it in the morning.
One in the morning, one at night, right? Is that how it says?
Yeah, I don't take anything at night. I eat the gummies because I like the taste of it. It has cane sugar, so it's sweet, it's yummy, but more important for me, that works. I just absolutely love the way like I said, even if it's just a couple of hours of sleep that you get, you wake up feeling rested.
That's right.
So
I
don't know.
The Proba stress-free because I take the probiotics with fiber. So for some reason, I was looking at that has 6.4 billion colony forming units, and this one has 18 billion. So I have to try it out. Yeah.
They're just a little different in terms of that one works more on the gut, the probiotic and fiber, it works more in your gut and gut bacteria. This one works more on your stress level, because your body, when it gets stressed, it produces a lot of that cortisol, so it just helps to calm all of that down. This is what this one does, as opposed to the other, because people would say, well, why do you both? They work differently.
Check the strain of the bacteria, Anna.
Yeah, that's what I have to look at.
That's what that will explain why this one is more stress,
Yeah. Thanks, Nadia.
No worries. Go ahead. Gav, go ahead, Gav.
I take sleep gummies, not every day. I take it as and when, sometimes I'm already drained enough. I don't need to have sleep gummies on top of it. So I usually take 2, 3, sometimes 4 if I'm, really need it. So that's as and when. But this ashwagandha, since the promotion, there was a promotion a few weeks ago where they had 2, and then you get the stress probiotics. I got 2. I've already finished 1. And I've been taking ashwagandha for many years actually. A long time ago, and there was something that Satyam said in one of his trainings some time ago. He said that ashwagandha is the only herb that's proven to increase testosterone for men, which is an important hormone for us. So that's one of the other reasons, as you go into past the age of 32, they said that you should, do things to improve that. So I take it every single day alongside Double X, of course.
Well, that's a good.
And by the way, he takes do you want to show them? Yeah, he takes this with me. We share it. It's the probiotic, and he has a little bit of fiber every so often. He thinks it's the same, but it's not. But I give him very little because I don't want him to have too much. But yeah,
It looks cute.
Never too young to get started, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Gab. Anyone else? Oh, okay. So I'll just turn it back over to Rodney, our host. Thank you, guys.
All right, everyone, please give Nadia a round of applause for product this evening. I thought it was amazing, well put together. Like the bundle itself is amazing. And just seeing the benefits of ashwagandha and the way it's broken down in the video, and also the discussion points and the questions asked were also really helpful too, because now you know the difference between the probiotics with Arrive Alive technology versus the probiotics for stress relief. So yeah, whole lots of good stuff. But we have to get moving on with the lineup. Thank you again, Nadia. I will review this recording to definitely review those notes, because I know a lot of people that can use it. And good point, Gav, bringing up what Satya mentioned. So with that, we are wrapped up with the product portion, which was phenomenal. I'm still thinking about it, but have to move on to the system. But before we do that, I wanted to check if any quick client activity, anything happened throughout the course of this week since the last FNH. Anybody wanted to report really quick, a few seconds? I'll leave it open for 5 seconds. If nobody, then we'll go into system. Oh, we have Anna Miranda. Feel
Thank
free
you,
to
Rodney.
unmute. Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Anna Miranda. Proud to be coached by Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. Excited this week, actually, I moved 2 B12s, right? Someone was feeling, again, low energy, and they were looking for a B complex. And I said, hey, you got to try. I had a blister pack. I gave them to try for 3 days, and they found such a great, so I moved 2. And yesterday I gave a sample of CBD, the 400 milligrams of CBD, and just a sample. And today I got an order for it, $72, I think it is. Yeah, but and 3 boxes of twist tubes. I moved the vitamin C twist tubes. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Anna. Sample. Good stuff. Next up, we have Shabnam.
Hi, everyone. I just have a regular customer. She keeps buying glucosamine from me. So yesterday she placed an order because of the free shipping. So she took 3 glucosamine, the 60-day supply, and 2 hair, skin, and nails, and 1 scrub bud. So it came out to about 67 PV. Thank you.
Awesome, Shabnam. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Over to Kenneth.
Okay, Rod, next time put me before Anna and Shabman, okay? That we could have the cushion though. So at work we have these stairs that we gotta take to get up to the 2nd floor, but they're very steep and there are many steps. So I would run up the steps. I'd take 2 steps at a time, and so people keep asking me, well, how are you doing this? But because of where I work, I can't mention my business or anything. So this one guy who is like maybe 20, 30 years younger than me, he's like, man, I got bad knees. I can't do that. I said, listen, my wife takes a turmeric, that has black pepper and it's totally organic. and it works. It works fantastic. What I could do is I could put you in touch with one of my friends, and of course I was talking about my uplines, Kamta and Naja. So I asked Kamta and Naja to send him the link, and he bought it, and he's all smiles now. He's not running up the stairs, but he says, I could definitely feel the difference. So, if you work in a place where you can't mention these things, just use your uplines. So
Is it the turmeric drink or the turmeric supplement?
the capsules.
Thanks.
And of course, Naja and Kamta are going to transfer the 2,000 PV to me, So.
Awesome, Kenneth. Thank you. And good tips there. All right, over to Kamta and Nadia.
We so our car had to get fixed again. So we got it to the mechanic, and of course he buys excess from us. So as soon as he saw Kamta, he's like, "Oh my God, I need a case of excess," So Kamta's like, "Oh, no worries," And the person that actually towed the car was drinking. What was he drinking?
Monster or something.
Some kind of other energy drink.
Celsius.
And so Kamta told him, he says, "You drink that stuff?" And he's like, "How much do you drink?" And then of course he he said whatever he did, and then Kamta is like, "Well, you have to try this." So he also wants a case of the energy drink. And as you can see back here, I usually keep right there. See, those are all for my clients, because I have some clients that just they want it when they want it. Right. So we have those. One client, he always gets 3 cases. So I always make sure I have at least 3 or 4 cases of excess, because they go very fast. But I also have a lady that she's on Ditto for, what do you call it? The focus. So she just texted me and she was like, "I haven't got my focus and energy yet." So I said to her, I said, "No worries," but she's on Ditto. So everything is fine with that. So she got her product. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Kenneth, I'm gonna send the guy the link for double X if you want. Okay.
Some real PV, Kenneth.
All right. Thank you, Kamta and Nadia. All right. Any more activity before we move on to system? Going once, twice. Okay. Thank you, everyone that shared. We learned a lot about way to move products, way to sample, ways to leverage your upline instead of talking about it at work. So all good tips there, and great session on activity. So like I mentioned, moving over to the system, we have 2 parts to the system, and then we'll actually have a system training. But first up, we will go with our book portion, which is we have a book of the month. I guess you can call it a club. And basically, BWW selects a book for us, and we have one of the most avid readers within BWW, like hands down. She's so consistent with reading. She's like the queen of reading within the Persaud group. She doesn't miss a day. I could put money on that, right? So with that, I want to bring up Miss Carol to talk about Book of the Month program. I'm so excited to hear from her. Thank you, Miss Carol.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Okay. So this is part of our education system. One part that I'm going to talk about is the book of the month, like Rodney said, and they average from maybe $15 to $25 every month. You get a book. All the new people, please get with your uplines and ask them how you get on the program, because it is amazing and it really helps you, and you can stay on track with everything coming at you. So today I'm going to talk about Master Mentors Volume 2. And this is by Scott Jeffrey Miller. Well, when do we read? Whenever you have a chance. Even at work, when you go on break, you can pull that book out and read at least a chapter or a paragraph. before you go to sleep, lay down, read a chapter or just a paragraph. It don't take but a couple of lines to get you started, and you make it a habit. Then you get to 2 pages, then you get to 1 chapter, then you get to 2 chapters. Okay, so we do at least 2 to 3 chapters a day. I'm just telling you, that's what we do. That's how we get through our books. And doing the lessons in the back of the book, sometimes the back of the paragraphs, I mean, the back of the chapters, they have little sessions where they have questions, or they have like little things that you can fill out, like write your goals down, or you need help writing out, like what do you want to do, your activities for the day. It's in the book. So we always want to be prepared and on the same track. These books come especially from BWW, which is our education part. You're in business, so you need to have a business mindset. This is part of it. So I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I do want to share the first story. When it says master mentors, it's just stories. They're going to show a picture of the guy or the lady, and then they just share their story, and then you read it. So the first one is from a Zahar Madsen, and it says, "What's next?" This man, I don't want to give it away, but um, it relates to what we're doing in the business, if that makes sense. When you get to it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that story was so like, oh," but he's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to tell the story, but I want to go to the back, and like he said, the title is "What's Next," and then in the back of his story, it says, "So what do you do next? Like, what have you done today to move forward of your day, of the business?" That's how we do it. We transfer what we read to our business. That's what I do. That's how I get through it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you about the story, but when you read the book, read this story, you're going to be like, oh my God. You're going to hold you're going to do that when you read the story. I'm telling you. Just text me and let me know what went going with what happened. Okay, then the second story I wanted to read y'all, share with you, is a lady named Miss Erica. Hold on. The first one, it starts at the beginning, chapter 1, and it's from page 1 to 6. I made sure I want to tell y'all that. And then this lady, his name is Erica. Her story. They're so pretty. Erica Dawn. She says, be intentional about your virtual presence. Okay, so y'all know, being in the business, the veterans especially, when we used to come to the open meetings, we did it at the hotels or, at someone's house, just like Pace. Okay, you show up. So now we're all virtual presence. You know what that means? That means our Zoom is our Zoom handshakes. That's what it says in the book. So when you show up and you turn your camera on, it's like you're giving everybody a handshake that's on the Zoom for our meeting. So, if you can, just turn your cameras on. You know what time the meeting is going to be. So, just prepare yourself. This is being an ownership of your business. And also, she talked about how, I don't want to spoil it about this story, but it's really good. And then she has questions at the back as well. They all do, because they want you to think. They want you to put it towards your life. They're sharing their story, but you change it to your life and your business so you can move forward. And she was saying that, like just like the Zoom, you're turning it on. She's saying it's like your handshake when you come to a meeting. And this starts on page 80 and it goes to page 89 for the Miss Erica Dawn story. But be intentional. Always ask yourself every day, like, what am I intending to do today? What am I gonna get out of it? Like when you go out and meet people, like, this person here, what is your intent to help this person? Show them that you want to help them value their lives. You don't want to, stress them out or get on their nerves. Just saying, everybody going through everything, so you just want to keep it calm. talk to them so we can get everybody on ashwagandha. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all, ashwagandha for me, blessing. I used to get 3 hours of sleep. I get 7 now, 6 now, a night. Are you kidding me? Woo, that's the best thing in the world when they came out with this one. And I think I am always ask your upline first for everything that I'm talking about. Get on the book of the month. It's part of the educational system. I read every day. I can tell you another thing. I write down the books that we finish, and I always send out messages to people when the books come out. So you can't say you didn't know nothing about it because I'm helping y'all out. And then also, save $25 a month. Yeah, save $25. Then you have your book subscription. I mean, the book, physical book, but get on the prescription for the subscription, for the book of the month. It's going to help you grow, and I'll turn it back over to Rod. Thank y'all.
Wow, wow, wow. So
Okay,
much.
one quick thing.
Yes.
So me and Carol have been on a 3-year run of reading every single day. This is our 3rd year reading together. And we have an amazing time reading. We read together, I read, she reads. And so and just like she said, we have fun with it, right? And now reading is one of her biggest strengths, right? She loves reading. She calls me up like, what time are we reading? So that's how she is, as opposed to me calling in the initial stage, are we going to read, what time is good for reading? So you definitely change. And thanks, Carol, for that.
Thank y'all so much. Oh, can I just say one more thing? Okay, so I used to go over to their home and read, and when I get stuck or don't know the word, I would do this. Like, okay, so he went to the store and then he haven't been around, and then I'll say, oh, or wait, or make a noise. And I'm like, please stop doing it. I'm doing it from my upline. I'm so embarrassed, but I don't know what to do. So after said, read out loud so you can hear yourself. So I'm like, okay, I hear myself. And then I learned how to pronounce the word. And then I know how to sound it out. So now I'm a professional now, y'all. I'm so excited. But yeah, me and Miss Nadia, I forgot to tell y'all, 3 years running, we're on, okay, you get a book every month, right? So there's 12, and that's 12, that's 24. Guess what? Sometimes we do books in the middle. So I have to show y'all the list later. Okay, thank you. That's it.
Wow, wow, wow. Everybody give Miss Carol a round of applause for that. We could listen to you talk about book all night.
She must be the most positive person in the transport industry, then, okay.
Absolutely, Sajeev. I agree. I agree. I don't even have anything to add. It's just phenomenal talk on book. Great tips. We love the way you overcame, all of your reading fairs and just nailed it 3 years in a row. Like we're talking in the chat. We got to step our game up, and great approach to reading, Miss Carol. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love to hear you talk about book. So with that, more education on the way. We had the book. Now we want to go to streaming, which is our podcast. And we have none other than Kenneth Drayden coming at us from Texas that's going to be doing the streaming. So with that, I'll just go straight into it. By background, Kenneth is an electrical engineer, big electrical engineer, regional manager, all of that good stuff. But when it comes to this business and education, he takes it very, very seriously. You definitely want to hear what he has to say as far as the streaming. So again, over to you, Kenneth. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have Rod, you and I need to sit down and talk for 5 hours because you gotta start putting me in after these ladies. Remember we want the crescendo. So anyway, right. So we're Kenneth and Andrea Gonzalez, directly and proudly sponsored by Campton Naji Persaud, and we're here to talk about the podcast. And so I'll go through the why, which, when, what, where, who, and the how, right? And I remember a couple of years ago at Seven Springs, Kumar, this is the first time I heard him talk about it. He asked the question, the rhetorical question, why is it that most people don't go platinum and emerald and on and on? And he says the reason for that is because they're not thinking about their business. It's not a dominant thought. And that's when he was talking about having too many apps on your devices and all of that sort of stuff. Right. So the focus is like what Miss Carol just so eloquently said, and coming to all of the associations, and then and of course game planning and all of that with your coach. And so the fourth leg to that, you have the four legs for reset, where you have the four legs for focus. The fourth leg for that is going to be streaming or podcasts, right? And so and so where focus goes, that's where energy goes, and where energy accumulates, that's where manifestation happens, right? We all know this, right? And so and not only that, if you're a new person, it's complementary. So it's a no-brainer, right? And this is where you're going to learn. The best experience to learn is somebody else's experience. So you learn the lessons and you pick up on them, and then you apply them, right? And then working with your coach, you start to get results, but it has to be sustained. And in order for it to be sustained, okay, you want to listen to a podcast, minimum one a day, right? And you should have a routine. Every business owner should have a routine. Not going to tell you what routine to have, but you want to have a routine. And so my routine for listening is to read. They say go pour before noon. Well, given the job and everything, I can't do that. But what I can do is the first thing when I get up in the morning, you could say your prayers and whatnot. But then as I'm getting up to shower and get my coffee and everything, that's when I listen to my stream. So when I leave the house, I've already had my stream in, right? And then also because it's a routine, you must also have I would recommend that you have a backup plan. Okay, if I can't read in the morning, because sometimes you might be in a mad rush, catch a plane or whatever, right? You should then mentally say to yourself, okay, I'm going to read at 3 o'clock when I'm at the airport in the lobby or something, right? Okay, and then now how do you do this? You go to BWW, and let me see if I can share my screen. I'm not going to go through I'm not going to go through all of the share sound. I'm not going to go through all of the steps, okay? But you come to BWW, and once you sign on, you could see that there are many different options here, right? You have the Pro, which is the one you should ultimately get, okay? And then you have the Core, which is $99, and all the different types, okay? And then of course you could listen to your stream on many devices. I think it's up to 3 devices. So I have my iPad, I have my Android phone, and I have my laptop. Okay. Once you get Pro, you can see you get a bunch of credits. Okay. And this is the stream that I listened to today. And it's by Nick and Stephanie, and it is awesome. It's called he talks about vibes, and he goes into why, and I'm going over this so you could tell the value of it. He starts to talk about the dream is good, and you should have a dream, and based on that dream, you should have goals. But beyond that, you should find out what your purpose is. Right? What is your purpose? Because it's not every day you're going to feel like building the business. But if you have a clear, defined purpose, you will do it because you know your mission, and so you submit to the mission. Okay. And so definitely you want to play just a little bit of it, a few seconds. Okay.
Are everything to me. And if someone is not it, then I'm sorry. I just can't really, I can, but I choose not to associate with people like that. I've been on a rant. We've been speaking on so many different teams. We've been doing so many meetings. I don't even know all the meetings. Sometimes I even forget the day. I don't know if I'm coming, I'm going. I'm just completely confused sometimes. But either way, one of the things that Steph and I have been really speaking about is why some people succeed in this business and why some people don't. And a matter of fact, why do some people succeed in anything, let alone this business, and why some people don't? Because this business is simple, isn't it? I mean, as the newest IBO listening to this or in this room, you should know how we get paid. How do we get paid? PV, points.
Okay, so if you want to hear more of it, go ahead and take a listen to that. Okay, and just to close it out, hold on, let me stop. Oh, it's over here. I have multiple screens here. Okay, all right. So just to close it out, see if you can get that pro package and go to BWW and oh, by the way, that was BWW 3014. It's a recent one, I think, from last week. Okay, and where you listen to it, true, that's part of your routine, right? Also, whether you're cooking or whatever, understand there are two levels of listening. There's one where you're just listening when you're driving or cooking, but then there's another deeper level, where you're studying it and you're stopping it and taking notes. And because there are different types of streams we could get. Okay, they're the motivational, they're the teaching ones. There's the lady series, which is very powerful. Okay, and who should you listen to? Listen to every single stream. Some of them you might get 10 takeaways, others you might get one. I've never listened to a stream where I haven't gotten a takeaway. So listen, study, apply. Listen, study, apply. Right? And that's it for me, and back to the host.
Awesome, Kenneth. Thank you for that talk on streaming. We have testimonies in the chat about listening from Gav about, listening mainly in the car, but parking the car far away from the office so that, you get more steps and continue listening while walking in. That's amazing, Gav, just to hear that. So Kenneth and Carol did phenomenal as far as promoting, right? Like they gave you just enough to make you want more. So I know y'all want to listen to that stream and go read the book. So with that wraps up our education portion. Now we want to get into the actual system portion, the training portion. So we're getting to the end and we have the heavy hitters coming on. So for this portion, we're gonna hand it back over to Kamta and Nadia to do some system, as well as hand it over to Sanjeev to wrap us up for the evening. So with that, I don't want to take up much time. Over to Sapphires, Kamta and Nadia Persaud.
We are Kamta and Nadia Persaud, very proud to be launched and mentored in this business by Diamond, Sanjeev, and Shauna. And all the things that we're speaking about the system here, it's all about action step. Listening to a thing, to a podcast, that's an action. Reading a book is an action. And so one other action, there's much more. I'm not going to go into the whole system thing. Sean did a great training on it at the meeting. So for me, one very important aspect of an action step is building your list, expanding your list, going out there, meeting people. So it's summertime, right? People out there all over the place. There's a lots of activities that are happening. I actually go and join up these little groups online. I'll give you a great example. Actually, tomorrow and the following day, there's an Indian grocery that opened on 138. And so they're doing a promotion where they have an Indian food truck that is coming out there, right? So I know there are going to be a lot of people out there, right? So I sent it to Miss Carol and she's very excited. So Nadia and I and Miss Carol is going to go out there. So we look for little things, put ourselves, purposefully put ourselves in places where we can meet people. Yes, we still do LinkedIn connection because, in the evening you get home, you do that. But I still love face-to-face connection. I'll give you an example. Yesterday I was out. I saw a guy with a Delta shirt on, and I know he's working with Delta. I like, this is easy. I got this one. My daughter works with Delta. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm talking with this guy, and so I'm talking here. I'm looking for some ambitious people. I said, are you ambitious? He's like, I'm not too sure, right? And oh, all right. I said, I'm looking for people who are big dreamers. Are you a big dreamers? Not really. I'm like, oh boy, this is what I never been had before. Right? I like, it was nice meeting you, but try to travel benefits that Delta have, right? But they meet all kind of people, but we always out there talking to people, just expanding. Not everybody you speak to is a candidate, either for products or for business. But I've been meeting a lot of people for products. Since Sanjit started talking about the Reset 30, that's all. Whenever we talk to people, is an easier approach in terms of it's much easier. It's not what's the word?
Threatening.
Non-threatening, right? For people to talk back to you. And so an energy drink for me, talking to men is very easy. About energy drink, almost everybody try or use some form of energy drinks. I like to meet and whenever I see, like if I go to the grocery or supermarket or wherever, there's always sometimes officers, police officers or sheriffs, so they gotta stay fit. So I approach them and ask them, hey, what do you use to stay fit? And then they tell me what they do or whatever. And then I say, hey, would you mind trying a healthy alternative to whichever energy drink they're using? And then we just exchange information, and I meet up with them and I give them some samples.
Yeah,
So
he had created a lot of customer and clients through just meeting people and having conversation. I think what it is right now, it's like in Atlanta, it's extremely hot. It's like 95 degrees. Nobody wants to be outside. But you put yourself, just like Kanta was saying, where you will meet people. Miss Carol and I were out a couple days ago. We just went out to meet people, just going out there to say hello. And we did. I met a lady from West Africa, but because we had a group from Senegal, it was easy for me to talk to her. And so she was very, 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 very sweet. She's a nurse, very much into health. And she was at least over 40 from her looks. So I just went straight to health. Talked to her. I said, oh, wow, you're in the sickness industry. I'm in the wellness industry. We do. She said, what do you do? And just exchange phone numbers. And, I just told her we help people to just live healthier, through natural sources. And then she says, so what do and she had a lot of questions, exchange numbers. I messaged her as soon as I got the number. As soon as I got to my car, I messaged her. I said, hi, this is Nadia. She said, Nadia, I'm going on vacation. That's where she was doing shopping. She says, I'm going on vacation. I'll be back next week. And as soon as I get back, I will be in touch. Now I'll text her back and say, hey, I hope you had a good vacation, and just get back in touch with her. The whole thing is just going out there and having conversation. People are, they're looking, they want to talk. They're more, not everybody is what Kamta just met, yesterday, but people are genuinely very, at least they give you the number and then you can take it from there. So again, just being out there, expanding your business, and just like what Kenneth was talking about and what Nick was talking about in the stream, when you've been in the business for a very long time, you have to discipline yourself every single day to make sure that you get these steps in. But more important, getting out there and do the action plan. Getting people, like I remember what Bill, was saying. Anybody that have a breath, breathe, and I can feel their breathing. I would, talk to them and show them the presentation, and that was how hungry he is, and I think, for Kamta and I, we have gotten, sometimes you get a little bit, caught up with things in life, and you don't get to go out there every single day and do what you have to do. But in a case where you cannot get out and make those physical contact, do the LinkedIn, because he just had a what was it, gentlemen? He's an
electrical engineer.
Right here in Atlanta. And same thing, taking him through the process. And young guy, he wasn't old, so we went the process route. So the thing about it is that people are looking, just going, making those connections.
But I know there's a lot of people who are doing, connections, either in post or LinkedIn. I know Robert is doing a lot of LinkedIn connections. He had 2 guests on the other day, and Gav is also. If you guys don't mind sharing a little quickly, either Gav or Robert or both of you guys, could you share with us your experience?
Like what do you guys, how do you get, I know Gav is always having guests, so what do you do? What are some of your lingos or something that you want to kind of share? I don't know, they're both on, so. All right, so
Okay.
that's okay. I don't think, maybe
Okay, that's
they're
what
not-
Nadia and I wanted to share with you about, continuously building your list and reaching out and making connections, And with that, we're gonna.
I think Sanjeev is
Yeah.
probably, but anyways, just like what Kamta was saying, if you guys were on the training when Sean was talking, they just had a BBS with Tony. And so he was talking a lot of things about what Tony was saying, And Robert, are you on?
Yes, I was going to respond, but you were still talking, so I wanted to give you a chance to finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
With regards to what I say, it's nothing really different from what we've been talking about in the beginning. And that is usually when I create connections, I lead the conversation type because in the past, I used to just send messages, and a lot of people ignore those messages. You will have a few responses, but you may not have created enough strong connection with the people to move them through the rest of the process. So as I communicate with people, they eventually get to the point where I find out what their true desires are, especially for the long term. And based on what they share, I normally tell them from time to time I select a few people, a few ambitious people who have the right mindset and connect them to an opportunity and coaching and mentorship to help them create strong income streams alongside their career. And that normally piques their interest and they would like to find out more. And usually it's at that point that we exchange contacts and have phone conversations to schedule time to go over the process, to begin the process in detail.
Awesome. Great. That's very good, Robert. I know he had a lot of activity happening. We will actually be in South Florida on the 7th to do a major grand opening for one of his new IBOs. So that's exciting. Thank you, Robert, for sharing. All right. So I know we have to get our, does anybody else have anything they wanted to share about contacting, meeting people, or any interesting conversation?
Nadia, Ashika, you got sponsored through LinkedIn. Can you talk about your experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
Imran approached you, right? Ashika, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so talk about your experience.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I didn't know Imran though. And so LinkedIn, as you all know, is a professional website. So when he messaged me, I knew it wasn't a fake message. And then I briefly went to his profile but something was going on in my mind. I was, I don't know, coincidentally also collecting sales books. I'm an accountant by profession, and it has nothing to do with the sales side. But anyway, somewhere in my mind and while moving over here and looking at things and stuff. So I was in my mind building something out of sales because I did meet people here who are doing online sales, but to other products, not necessarily on this natural and organics. So when he approached me, I looked at the message, and then just because I was preparing, maybe 25% something was going on in my mind. So I'm like, okay, there goes it. Maybe God had me So I got in touch with him, and then we moved to WhatsApp, and then we got in connection. He did few steps with me, few processes, and then he got me connected to Mr. Sanjeev sir. And I was excited, as I am today, to go through the process.
Great.
Wow, that's awesome. So you were on the other side, right? So you didn't think of when he reached out, you know, your message, you said you were looking a little bit, but you were at least willing to communicate back and forth with him, correct?
Yes, yes. The only issue was not an issue, but he was based in Brisbane and I was here. And so instantly in the same week, he asked me to, he gave me the guest login to join. So it was like for 2 a.m., 3 a.m. over here and their presentation, most of it went like over 1.5 to 2 hours. So it was like, and then right now after that, I have to jot the points or summarize the presentation. So it would be like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. And then on Thursday, so that was first week. Second presentation, I slept. I have a 4-year-old, so you can imagine. And he was giving me a call. I slept, and then I woke up like around 3:15 to feed my son. And then I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Somebody is there waking me up, trying to ask me to join, but he knew my time difference. So I instantly messaged him that I slept. And then from the other weeks, I tried my best not to sleep. So because I have in-laws who are sick and I take them for hospital visits, and my arrangement with the work is that if I miss few hours, then I like do it after hours. So that's what I was doing. And then the day he approached me, actually, I was working. I was covering up my hours because if you take a day off or a half day off, it's different. But if you just step away for a few hours, so that's how my arrangement was. So I have a weekend pass with the office. Nobody has a weekend pass, just me. And then, so that night I was working. It was already like 1 a.m. something, and I was working. And then there came the message on my phone, and I'm like, okay. So I don't know for why I never thought it's a fake. But the moment he asked me to go on WhatsApp, I did ask him, like, we can anyway communicate over here. And then maybe Imran thought that I wasn't okay moving to WhatsApp. So he's like, it's okay, whenever you have time, do reach me. So he dropped me his contact or WhatsApp number, and then he left me with the sentence like, whenever I feel okay, whenever I have time, and whenever I want to know more, feel free to message me. And then I was busy for a couple of days, and then I reached him like after 2 days. And then we went on a call, and then like slowly, like few minutes call, talk, and then now we call each other like brother, sister more. Yeah.
That's amazing. See,
Awesome.
but she's a looker, and when you find someone that's actually looking, it's easy to work with them. Initially, it might have been a little bit, to get on that same page, but because she's a looker, this is why she's here, and I know that she's going to move on in a big way. Very excited for you and being on board of this journey. So I know I saw Gav had his hand up, so
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. I just got back today, right? And I know what this is, so I'm gonna open it in front of you guys.
Get back today from where? From
London.
Houston?
London. Yeah.
Okay.
I did stay in touch with people, but like I have a customer. She always sends this. Thank you. She orders double X, 3 or 4 of them, and she orders 1 Cal MACD. And she orders that about every 3 or 4 months. And she's an elderly, she's quite old. She must be 70 plus. But she sends, thank you. Hope all is well. We are having a wet spring in Minnesota. So she's somebody I got from a referral. I've only spoken to her on the phone a handful of times. But whenever she needs her double X, she orders it. I send it, and she's old. So she still writes checks. This is 245.90, right? And it's just nice. It's just nice to know that people like the product, people value it. And there was a podcast that I was listening to recently. I've forgotten the guy's name, right? But he said something really interesting. He said repeat purchases are based on emotional connection, right? And I think we know that already, but it was a light bulb moment one more time. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I need to do more, follow up. Maybe I could serve them a different product if they're already getting the same thing, or just leave them, if they're happy with what they got. But I just wanted to share that because she's one of my favorite customers. The order is always about 70, 80 PV. So I always get happy when her text messages, when they arrive. So I got back and the check was in the post, so I'm gonna be banking it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. And earlier today, I made a really good contact coming out of the plane. Somebody was on my plane and spoke to him, and then he was waiting in arrivals. I was waiting there, and he's an MBA. He recently started working. Another thing I wanted to mention is during my time in London, a lot of people have a lot of qualifications, but they're really struggling there. And I think that's not just in England. I think it's all around the world. So, I want to get back on LinkedIn and do more, just like Ashika was talking about as well. She got contacted there. I think there's a jackpot sitting there waiting for all of us, not just one person. And there are a lot of people, they've got a lot of qualifications and they're all struggling. My nephew, he done he did pharmacy, then he did something similar related to pharmacy as a master's, and he can't find work. And I said to him, once you do find work, what's your plan? And he goes, well, they don't pay much, and the wages aren't as much as he thought they'll be, given that he's got a master's. So even people who have bachelor's, master's, I don't have a master, I just have a bachelor's, but they have 2, 3, 4 qualifications, and they don't really get paid what they thought they were going to get paid when they did the master's. So it was very eye-opening for me to sit down and listen to his pain. So I just wanted to share that with everyone.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely. That's a great thing, because we have our daughters are in similar position where they all graduated, master's degree, and same thing, finding jobs and being able to get, but not only just them, their peers as well, and they're young guys. They're like, oh my God, is this it? Is this all to, is this what I'm gonna do every single day? They're tired already. Some of them have just started working months, and so the timing has to be right for everybody. They have to be willing to go through that grind a little bit, realize they need something else. So that's good stuff. But thank you. Yeah, I know we just want to get our awesome upline here to wrap it up. I know he has a lot going on. Kumar was talking about, just coming back from a trip, when he says, we had Sanjeev has such a huge team, in India. One guy, has a plane, took him somewhere. Yeah. So this is just, he has a humongous business all around the globe. So we just want to hear from our awesome upline,
Oh,
Sanjeev.
awesome. I have plane now. I need a boatman then, okay, who has a boat. Who can take me to Caribbean islands so that I can watch cricket, and bring me back. Okay. But anyway, very good. I enjoyed the Persaud team doing the tonight's. Give them a round of applause, guys. Everybody then, right? Carol stole the show, okay. You have to learn about accountability. You can't. I'm telling you. You have to, Nadia was saying one time she was ready to come, she said, no, don't go, don't come, okay, right? I mean, she is the most accountable person I have ever met, she's always there. I'm sure, so I was very excited to hear you. I know Kenneth and all, they are cool. I got to talk about Carol, okay, right, so very proud of you. But yeah, like they're talking about LinkedIn in the Platinum are Up meeting. Jitu was talking about that, okay? He is having like 2-3 guests every single week, not one guest a week, all through LinkedIn. Okay. So what I tell you, what Gav was talking about, he's correct. Who are on the LinkedIn, professional people, and they're struggling, right now. Okay. I just heard Tesla is going to lay off 10% more people, like 14, 15,000 people, you know. So people, and then on top of that, people who have jobs also, they are stressed out, they're looking for other opportunity to develop an income stream. I'm telling you, LinkedIn is a gold mine, like what Kamta and Nadia were talking about. You need to get back, and maybe once a week we can start doing the LinkedIn hour again. We'll restart that, in couple of weeks' time, because I feel that it's all about sending 10 messages a day. We talked about that. It hardly takes time, 15 minutes. Start doing that. You'll see a different answers now. All right. So, but today I want to talk about this is a great program, fantastic time to launch new people, and also fantastic time to go BFI also. It's for everybody who have never been, who have not qualified for B. Let me share my screen and then so add. Okay. Can you see it? Right. So this is for performance year 2025. Okay, means September September 2024 to August 2025, and I mean, you say, well, and also people who are going new BFI, is a great time to qualify BFI also, okay, right? So let's talk about that very quickly, So, okay, yeah. So somebody gets started in June, let's say, they have 2 months. So if they qualify, they start to do 150 points, out of which 60% is a VCS. They do back to back for 3 months, and I'll show you. They get $100. Okay, extra in addition to your CSI and all those stuff. Then okay, and if they do 150 PV for 6 months, they get another $300. Okay, but it has to be consecutive. If you break somewhere, then it's gone. Then you have to qualify for BFI. So you do. I think this is a fantastic program to make someone. If you look at its contract here is complimentary sign up, complimentary tools. It's great. And look at that. In addition to that, they're throwing money. Okay, and if you do 12 months, 150 PV, 60% has to be BCS. You get 12th month, you get $600. So you get $1,000. A new person who gets started in June has an opportunity to make from September to August, okay, right? $1,000 more, just doing 150 points. Is that exciting, guys? It's a good thing to show to new person now. Okay, right? Who is getting started? This is the reward, Okay, fantastic time to launch people. So here are some scenarios. So that's why it's called Strong Start Incentive, aimed at new IBOs meeting consecutively during their first year. Okay, right? And let's see if this is a great program, then they might continue it, but it is just for 2025. So new IBOs will register in June 2024 or later. Okay, so if they register in July also, must start streak within 0 plus 2 months of registration. 0 means the month they got started and plus 2 months. Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay, right? So basically third month, okay. So so 3, 6, 12 months, we talked about that, can earn each award level amount once. Once streak is broken, no longer eligible for award. So example is, if this person did 1, 2 month, means you could do the month you signed up, you could do 150 point. That's counted also. Okay. Second month, this person did 150, 60% BCS, but third month she didn't, so she's out. Then okay, there is no incentive. Okay, right? But this gentleman did 1 to 3rd month, gets $100. But 4th month didn't do it, then he's out for the 300 and 600. Is that clear? Right? Okay. But the other example, IBO 3 does all 3rd month, 6th month, 12th month, she gets $1,000 then. Is that clear? Right? So it's very straightforward. So basically it has to be back to back. Okay. Now, what is this? Okay, we talked about this, right? Yeah, another example. 0 didn't do it. 1, 2, 3, they did $100 then. Okay. This person, because a grace period, 0, 1 to 1, he did 150, but second month didn't do it then. Okay. So that's fine. But third month, 3rd, 4th, 5th month, this person did it, so he gets $100. Is that clear? Right? So you have 2 month grace period then. Okay. Incentive period can begin during registration month or the 2 months following. Okay, right? Bronze foundation. So you'll say, okay, it's for new IBA. What about me? So people who haven't qualified for BFI is a fantastic opportunity. What they did was, in addition to 30%, they added this 100, 300, 600 for BFI also. Okay, right? So if you did BFI 3 months, okay, doesn't have to be consecutive. You have that 18-month window. Okay, right? Then you get $100. Okay, and then if you did 6 times, then you get $300. Okay, and if you did BFI 12 times, okay, in 18-month period, okay, right, you get, not in addition to 30% performance bonus, you get $600. So you get $1,000 if you do, plus that 30%. So this additional money is there for the BFI. Okay, right? So it's a great time to go BFI. So here's an example of BFI that so rewards IBOs more for earning BFI, more BFI consistency. All BFI earners does not need to be earned from consecutive BFI months. Okay, it doesn't have to be consecutive like the new IBO 150. Okay, so upon earning BFI 3, 6, and 12 months within the BFI time frame, that is 18 months. Okay, right? So once you qualified BFI, then the clock starts, okay, from there. Okay, so 18 months you have. So you get an extra $1,000 there. Okay, so in this example is talking about that a person can make an additional 18 months I think, where was it written? $4,100 or so. So if you look at the timeline, a new person who gets started month one, if you add 100, if you do 150 PV, 10% is the retail profit, CSI, you make $70. Okay, so this is an example. Third month, he continues to do 150 point, he gets additional $100. Okay. 6th month, let's say he qualifies BFI. Okay. So he gets a strong start, 6 months, $300. 6 month, new person then. This is for new person, right? Okay, and then gets the BFI means 30%, Okay, you can do the calculation. BFI, you have 300%, 100 PV left then, okay, and you are 9%. Okay. So month 9, because you qualified BFI, so you get this $100 from BFI. It's little complicated, it's not complicated if you see all the bonuses, okay, right? And 12th month, you get 6 month consistency of BFI 300 and 12-month consistency of 150 PV, you get 600. That's what you get, okay. And 18-month, you get the BFI consistency 600. Now 12-month strong start is gone because it's only for 12 months, okay. And that's what you get then, okay. So if you look at what happened? It froze. Oh, it given to, thank you. Okay, so if you look at, you can earn extra $4,100 then. It's, okay. They just added this extra $4,000 for a new person, in addition to the 30% and 40%, multiplier. This is a new money just came in the program then, okay. That a new IBO has a potential of making extra $4,000 then, okay. So I think that's a great program, okay, right? It's you have real money to show to new people who get started, And any question anyone has? Anyone? I saw a thumbs up from Kenneth, Kenneth is excited, okay, right? Okay. So I'm meeting Ashika tomorrow then, right, Ashika? 6 p.m. your time. So let's, how many people you have put together in your list, Ashika?
Total active people that I have is 63.
63 people, right? That's good to start with, okay? And our goal is to help you make money, I'll do a little bit different and show them the, how they can make money, it's believable then, okay, right? Based on the age, we'll see. That's what it is, and then you have written the age and everything, what they do, right? 35 plus, we are doing a health plan then, health plus, younger people, we do mentorship then. Clear, Ashika? We'll use that method then. So you have all kinds of people in your, in your list then. Okay, all right. So program is great. Let's build a team, and I think we need to get back to LinkedIn. I'm telling you, right? People are hurting right now. Okay, and they are looking for opportunity. And we have tangible opportunity to show for new money is there, complementary, like it's everything is, and that goes, I think, Ashika, you are on West Coast. Where is that, Kenneth? You're showing July 26th, 27th, right? What's the day for the, it's in Palm Spring, or where is it then? The function. Somebody was showing the flyer, is in.
Oh, I think that was Rod.
So Rod was showing. Okay.
Yeah. The Seven Springs?
No. The function.
Oh, Summer Jam, sorry. Yes,
Summer.
July 26 to 20. Let me share it again.
Mhm.
Give
So
me-
note down, Ashika, I would highly encourage, and it's complimentary, for you. Okay.
26 to 28, Sanjeev, Palm
20,
Spring.
27 Palm Spring.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would highly encourage you should go there. We'll talk about that. And then we have 26, 20 Palm Spring. Okay. So you can get a complimentary ticket, go there. Palm Spring is a beautiful place. If you haven't been there, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Okay. Palm Spring, and ours is gala function is in Baltimore, Maryland. Canada is there. Okay. And then so I think that's about it. So go to these functions, okay, right? And get busy LinkedIn and face to face, okay, right? And we have a wonderful extra money to be made. So promote that to new IBOs then, okay? That's it. That's all I wanted to say, Amazing FNH, okay, right? Back to the host, Rodney.
Right. Thank you so much, Sanjeev, for wrapping us up. Great information there on the new growth incentives coming up. So feel free to get with your upline to get more details about that. I'm pretty sure we're going to be hearing more about that as we transition to the new fiscal year. Like Sanjeev mentioned, functions are upcoming, so lock in on your function tickets, your function arrangements, all that good stuff. Also wanted to reiterate what Sanjeev said. Thank you to all of the presenters tonight. It was a great FNH. Upcoming EWS is on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Does anybody have to present a handy? Let me check WhatsApp really quick.
It's
It
Shakira.
looks Shakira, yes. Shakira Winter hosts Nehemiah Little. So that's going to be a fire entrepreneurship workshop. So be there. It launches at 7:45. You'll probably get started 8 o'clock sharp. So just be there, be ready, camera on, good to go. Any other announcements before we end off the FNH? If not,
And the other thing, but a lot of people presented, I was thinking about it, about health. You can have Kenneth knows how to do that, and Gav, you can have a QR code for your health and just give the card to people, say, listen to this, this makes sense, okay, right? Then we can talk about it then. I mean, there are many ways you can, is that possible, Kenneth,
yes,
Gav?
definitely possible.
Yes, yes,
It's
definitely
possible.
possible.
So
Definitely.
if you want to redo yours, and then make it more professional, okay, right? We can use FNH to record again, okay, right? And you can make say, hey, I was presenting to some people, you can always say that, okay, right? Why don't you hear this talk, and if this interests you, right, about health, you know you can we can sit down and talk more about this program then, right? So how do you like this idea? Have a QR code, they just go point it and they start listening, and people who reach out to you, that way you are filtering out people also. It's a very generic health and it is your voice going there, okay, right? It's not like someone else talking there then, okay, right? I'm planning to do that, okay, and then you can send a link on LinkedIn also then, okay, if you are somebody you are contacting over 35 plus or 40 plus. Okay? So that's my suggestion, okay, right? So you find your link, okay, we all the time record it, okay, right? And if you want to redo it, we can do that, okay. Let us know in advance. But I think that's the thing I want to talk about then, also. Okay. All right.
Sanjeev, could I just add a quick one to that incentive that you were talking about?
Yes.
If you
You
do
want
a quick calculation, right, to the incentives. So 150 PV with a client volume that's 90, you'll be doing 60 PV per month, which is $180. For 18 months, it came out to $3,200, and you'll get a bonus of $4,000. So all your products will be free.
Absolutely.
Absolute plus you get an extra
That's a good
$94.
point. That's a good point. Or the product is that's complementary product, you know, right? Okay, with the bonus will give that extra bonus $4,000 then, right? That your products are also free. Amazing, so many free stuffs are being given.
I think so. I mean, it's crazy. This wasn't there, but you were in business. Yeah, absolutely. So it's just making it easier for new people to, just get.
I think it's becoming more simpler to talk to people with Reset 30, showing them with Reset 30, how you can make extra $4,000, right? Just going BFI. They're not talking about BBI or something like that, extra, right? So if you do the calculation for the, it's amazing that, okay, right? All right. Gab, you wanted to say something?
I just love the idea of that QR code.
You know what? I wanted to show something. This is called,
Yeah. Gab has got a very good. Show it.
This is an empty card. It's called an NFC card, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna switch to my phone quickly. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me, yeah. So what I do is that I haven't used this for a while, but I'm gonna start using it again. But I'm gonna share my screen, right? So this is my screen, right? And can you see this card? You scan it. Hold on. 1 second. Where is it gone? Did I get the right one? It's not doing it. It's not doing it while I'm broadcasting. But what it does, right? It scans the website directly. So all you have to do is go to someone's phone and scan it, and the website will come up immediately. Let me work out how to show it perhaps next week. Let me just test it out. And then I can share a little bit. But this one goes to my Amway website. So sometimes if I'm talking about direct approach, I can just scan it and it goes directly to my website. Or I have my LinkedIn. Sometimes I keep like these dots on there, so I know which one's which. So if I'm doing LinkedIn, I scan it, and then I know it's in my wallet, so I don't get the wrong one out, right? But what we can do is, and these are they're really cheap, right? Actually, one last thing before I go, you can get these. You can get like 50 of them for like $5-10 on Amazon, right? And can you see my screen again? And you can also program them, right? There's a free tool. It's called NFC tool, right? So I can read it. So this one, it goes to my Amway. This is actually, I made this for someone else, right? But what I can do is there's a QR code to it. There's also, I can edit it. Hold on 1 second.
Wow, amazing.
I can write one right now, right? I can go add record, and I could do, www.amway.com/myshop/Gcalia, right? I can press OK, and then I can write it right now. And I just scan the card, right? So technically now, you know what? I think because I'm sharing the screen.
Next week you do that. It's a very interesting thing, so people should learn all these new techniques then, okay, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can put your private YouTube link, which we do all the time, okay, right? And say, hey, listen to this then, okay? And if, let me know give me your feedback, okay, right? Sounds good, So we can do lots of things, now. We don't have to chase people around. You can really filter people out. A lot of times, people, it's not being activity doesn't mean productivity then. We can become more productive by using all these technologies, Let them hear it, okay? And if they are interested, then say, hey, I can use this and show you how you can create a very strong income stream. And then you can show a 10-minute plan, man, 10, 15 minutes, If this interests you, this program, I can show you how you can create an income stream. Okay, good, right? That's it, Okay. And if they don't hear it, they don't call you, they don't call you. You don't have to take the number also. You want you to, and you contact me. And like Gab, maybe next week, you do it then. You can put your contact information will be there also. Okay, right? And they contact you then, Okay, right? Whatever. We don't have to give me your number and stuff like that, Okay, right? If they say, look, I don't have time to call, I have limited time, okay, right? So after hearing that, this interests you, my contact details are there, okay? You reach out to me, okay? Otherwise, adios amigos, then, Stop chasing people, okay, right now, then, okay? All right? Okay.
The
All right.
opportunity is good.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward for your next week.
Yeah, next Friday, do that then. Gav, the tech guy, maybe Gav and Kenneth can come up with something then, okay? All right? Okay. All right, Rodney, it was a big, sorry, butt in, okay?
No,
But
no worries, no worries. That was good. That was a good way to wrap it up. Thanks, Gav. I saw some link in the chat. So also appreciate that. Looks like the link to the tags. So looking forward to next week. And with that, I think we're good for the evening. So everyone have a good weekend and see you all at the entrepreneurship workshop on Tuesday. Look out for this recording. A lot of good information shared tonight. So good night, everyone. Have a good one.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
bye-bye. See
Good
you
night.
all.